register Simcoe identity.
Hail and well met, my Crusader brethren. I am Nova Colonel Widebody. We're continuing on the Jade Falcon campaign. We are on the final story mission. This is it. Bronze Anvil. Final mission in the story of the Refusal War for Clan Jade Falcon. The Battle of Broken Hope has ended. The Wolf's 16th Battle Cluster has retreated to the Kellhound's underground base at Mount Carnarvon, Nav Pi. Our aerotechs have found the base and pounded it to ruin. Their mech bay has collapsed, crushing most of their mechs inside. They have refused to surrender. Even now, the coward Twilt Radek, his 16th, and his Intersphere cohorts, the Kellhounds, are fleeing into the wastes. Codename Bronze Anvil, Planet Morges, Terrain Ice Rift Time Day. Go to Nav Pi and inspect the fleeing convoy and hunt the cowards Radek and the Kellhound staff. Identify Galaxy Commander Twilt Radek's mech and destroy it. Find the Kellhound staff vehicles and destroy them as well. Bloody the Talon of the Falcon. Send the Wolf and the Hound to hell. Objectives: the primary, identify and destroy Twilt Radek's mech. Primary, identify and destroy staff vehicles. Secondary, destroy all defending units. Return dust off site, Nav Row. So now we see how dishonorable we can be, shooting unarmed staff officers in their vehicles as they are retreating. That is very cowardly, Jade Falcon. But it has to be done. Situation! 10 days of fighting in the frozen wastes of Australarctica. Oh, I love that name. Australarctica had taken a heavy toll on both the Jade Falcons and the Wolves. 2 galaxies of Falcons had dropped onto the planet, 5 frontline clusters, and 4 garrison clusters. Now, only 3 frontline clusters and 2 of the Falcon garrison clusters remained operational. Additionally, severe ammunition shortages had reduced the effectiveness of all Falcon combat units and left 2 of the Falcon clusters operating at half their capacity. Or capability, if you want to read the words that they are written. But the fighting had significantly weakened the Wolf forces also. 6 stars of mechs had been destroyed or rendered inoperational, and 3 elemental points had perished as well. The Kellhounds had lost 5 battle mech lances. Despite their losses, both sides remained fully capable of destroying one another, and neither side could afford to pull out of the battle. The Falcon forces represented that clan's only intact units remaining, and the Jade Falcon's only hope for destroying the Wolves on the battlefield. For the Wolves, the stakes were even higher. Khan Felon's forces carried the genetic legacy of the Wolf clan, and so a defeat could spell the permanent end of the clan. Both commanders realized that the fighting would leave one of the forces destroyed, and quite possibly both. For a brief period, an uneasy calm fell over the battlefield, as if both commanders were reluctant to resume the battle. Then the roar of aerospace fighters broke the stillness. That's my aerospace sound effects. Alright then. Fighting to the bitter end. If I haven't pointed it out before, a lance is an inner sphere grouping of mechs. A lance is 4 mechs, whereas the clans use a grouping of 5 mechs in a star, as in the 5 points of a star. The traditional, star, like I just drew with my cursor. So the Kellhounds were fighting to defend their former commander, Khan Felon. Very interesting how this goes together.
Timberwolf.
We get to go all the way to 100 tons, but I don't know if we will.
Warhammer.
What have I not?
Direwolf.
Well, I'm thinking we still got some Trials of Grievance we can play around with for some of these other chassis that I don't particularly...
Timberwolf.
Good old Timberwolf would not let me down in this situation, would it? What shall we have, though? 2 PPCs and all the Streak SRMs you can handle. I like that configuration. That's not too bad. This configuration's a little better. I think we'll go with this good configuration here that I previously configured. With 4 ER large lasers and Streak SRMs. It's pretty cold on Borges. We're at the... what is it? Icy something or another. Terrain Ice Rift, yeah. So we can afford to have something that runs a little bit hotter. So we'll use our Timberwolf with lots of laser weapons. And we do get to have some Starmates on this this mission, so let's do that since this will be our last opportunity to do so. Hellbringer? No, that's a recipe for disaster. You know what? The Rifleman might not be too bad. There you go. FPS Shazly. Have you some Riflemen. I'm gonna use a small array, not small, a lighter strike force, I believe. Wow, that's a lot of... yeah, let's go with this one. That sounds good. Hot Heat, a band I don't like. That sounds good to me. The Rifleman's gonna be slow, though. Try and use under our maximum tonnage. Do more with less. I like that. I think we should be alright. We have to find Galaxy Commander Twilt Raddick and destroy him. We'll be encountering both Clan and Intersphere forces, ostensibly. It'll be Intersphere configured mechs with Clan components because of the way that MechWarrior 2 works. They haven't added the Intersphere components yet. So let's go.